My name is Peter Fonagy. I'm head of the Research Department of Clinical Education and Health Psychology here at University College London. I'm also the director of the Mental Health Programme for UCL Partners, which is an academic health science partnership responsible for North East and North Central London. And my main interest is the integration of science and with the delivery of clinical services in mental health, in specifically, but also the interface of physical and mental health. What I'm most interested in is trying to understand how early development sets children up on a path that leads to antisocial activities, delinquency, criminality, conduct problems, oppositional defiant disorder. And I'm particularly interested in looking at the role of attachment relationships, early relationships, in identifying their trajectory. The research that I'm doing is perhaps the most significant financially of any childhood mental disorder. If I tell you that the cost of a cohort of conduct disordered children, that is a year's worth of conduct disordered children, is about £250 million. It's quite a bit of money that could be saved by reducing the conduct problems that we see children experience. 50% of children with conduct problems grow up to be adults with antisocial personality disorder, where they cause not just massive cost to society, but also worries to all of us, our sense of safety and our freedom of working and living within any city that we choose to, such as London. So I don't think that in terms of economics there is a better area to work in than conduct disorder. Part of the big discovery that we have, along with other groups, have identified was that whereas most of us think that problems of conduct peak in adolescence, it turns out the case that the highest prevalence of violence is at age 2. After age 2, most children, the majority of children, desist from violence. Their profile gets increasingly more peaceful. There is 15% or 5%, depending on the study, of individuals who do not desist, who persist on aggressive behavior, and these are the children who we are interested in. We know we can identify these kids from fairly early age, but what seems to be perhaps most important is that some of the socializing influences that other children benefit from these children do not have access to, either because of their biological or genetic predispositions, or because of the environment they will live in, or a combination of the two. My task is to develop interventions that make these children and young people desist from a violent developmental path and to reduce the chances of antisocial personality disorder developing after age 18.